Welcome back to Inglés 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Intermediate. Welcome back and welcome to Intermediate Class 16. That's right, Intermediate Class 16 now. As always, we're going to start with a little review of what we saw in the last class. In the last class, you may recall, we were looking at the verb to say, and we were practicing in the simple past with the verb to say. Every day I say, yesterday I said. Yesterday I said his name. Now, said. Today I say, every day I say, yesterday I said. He says, so I say, and he says. Notice how I do not say says, but says. Says. The pronunciation is very important there. Says. Okay, so did you say anything yesterday? Answer my questions. Did you say anything yesterday? Yes, I said something yesterday. Did he say anything yesterday? Yes, he said something yesterday. Do you say things every day? Yes, I say things every day. Ask me if I said many things last week. Did you say many things last week? Did you say many things last week? Yes, I said many things last week. I said many things on the radio about this grammar. Do you remember? Were you paying attention? Did you say a prayer last night? Did you say a prayer? Notice how we say a prayer. We say a grace as well. Before a meal, we can say a grace if you're religious. Did you say a prayer last night? You could say, yes, I said a prayer last night. Did you say your name to the police officer? Did you say your name? Yes, I said. Yes, I said my name. Did you say you were sorry? Did you say you were sorry? And the verb here is to apologize. Did you say you were sorry? Yes, I said I was sorry. You cannot say sorry, but sorry. Yes, I said I was sorry. Now, what did you say? What did you say? I said I was sorry. Ask me what I said. At home, ask me, pregúntame, ask me what I said. Kyle, what did you say? What did you say? I said that I was from Canada. That's right, that's what I said. Ask me what my mother said. Ask me what my mother said. What did your mother say? My mother said to eat good food. That's right, she said, don't eat junk food. That's what my mother said. Ask me what she said to him. What did she say to him? What did she say to him? Him, remember, I'm closing my lips. Him. What did she say to him? She said many things to him. She said many, many things to him. Okay, we're going to move on now to talk about much, many, and a lot of. And I want to spend some time on this today because you may recall in the last show we ran out of time. And I said, I promise I will review this. I promise we can spend more time on this in the next class. So here we are talking about much, many, and a lot of. And remember, in your student guide, I'm looking at page 23 of your student guide, of the Intermediate Student Guide. You can find a nice little additional page explaining this, much and many. So what we have to remember is that we do not usually use, or we shouldn't use the word much in the affirmative. In fact, very often we don't use many in the affirmative either. We can always use a lot of. I can say in a question, are there a lot of cars in Madrid? Yes, there are a lot of cars in Madrid. Are there many cars in Madrid? Yes, there are many cars in Madrid. Or I could say, yes, there are a lot of cars in Madrid. But with much, for non-countable things, is there much water in the ocean? Yes, there is a lot of water in the ocean. I don't say there is much water in the ocean. I will say in the affirmative, there is a lot of water in the ocean. Absolutely. There is a lot of water in the ocean. Pronunciation. What? Oh, that's right. Yes, it's time for a little pronunciation. I want to practice this a lot of. A lot of. A lot of. Notice how we run these sounds together. A lot of. I don't say a lot of. A lot of. A lot of. There's a lot of water in the ocean. There's a lot of sand in the desert. There's a lot of sand in Egypt. There's a lot of ice in the North Pole. Although, bueno, hay cada vez menos, no? It's melting. But there's still a lot of ice in the North Pole. There's a lot of rice in China. So in a question, is there much rice in China? Is there much rice in China? Yes, there's a lot of rice in China. There's a lot of rice in China. Are there many Chinese people in China? Yes, there are many Chinese people. There are a lot of Chinese people, I can say. There are a lot of Chinese people in China. Absolutely. Okay, so now I'm going to give you some questions which I would like you to answer using a lot of, much, and many. Okay, do you have many books? Do you have many books? Yes, I have many books. Or you can always say, I have a lot of books. We can also use a lot of in the question. Do you have a lot of books? Yes, I have a lot of books. Do you have a lot of free time? No, I don't have a lot of free time. Does England have much water? Does England have much water? Yes. Yes, it's surrounded. So yes, it has a lot of water. Does Seville have many flamenco dancers? Yes, it has a lot of flamenco dancers. Flamenco dancers, of course. Does Seville have many Eskimos? Esquimales. Does Seville have many Eskimos? Nacho, does Seville have many Eskimos?
Not at all.
No, not at all. Not at all. No, there are 0 Eskimos in Sevilla. No, there aren't many. There aren't many Eskimos in Seville. Maybe a few. But the north of Canada has Eskimos. There are a lot of Eskimos in the north of Canada. It's true. Thousands. I think maybe around 10 to 12,000 Eskimos in the north of Canada. Does Egypt have a lot of sand? Does Egypt have a lot of sand? Yes, it does. Yes, Egypt has a lot of sand. Is there a lot of sand in Egypt? Yes, there is. Is there much sand in Egypt? Yes, there is a lot of. Notice I'm not saying yes, there is much sand. That sounds terrible. So please don't say that. There is a lot of sand in Egypt. Does Bill Gates have a lot of money? Does he? Does he have a lot of money? Yes. He has loads of money. He has a lot of money. Do you have a lot of free time? No, I don't have a lot of free time. I'm too busy studying English, right? That should be your answer. I'm too busy studying English, Kyle. I don't have a lot of free time. Very good.
Word of the day.
All right, yes, time now for the word of the day. The word of the day today is caracol. Caracol. And I'm not talking about the delicious Spanish dessert, but rather the little animal, the little creature, which is a snail. Snail. One snail, 2 snails. So notice I'm not saying a snail, but snail. If you say 1 snail, 2 snails, I don't hear any because there's no vowel sound before the S. A snail. Caracol. Do you like to eat snails at home? Do you like to eat snails? Me, I don't. I don't like to eat snails. No, it's not my style. I don't like to eat snails. So let's move on to class 16. And we're going to look at an interesting structure here. A week ago, I sold a book. It's true. A week ago, I sold a book. Hace una semana. Hace 2 meses. Hace 3 años. A week ago, a week ago, a year ago. Let's try a little bit of translation, folks. Translation. Yes, that's right. We can try this one through translation. Hace 2 años que vendí la empresa. And at home, 2 years ago, I sold the company. 2 years ago, I sold the company. Number 2. Hace una semana que corrí 15 kilómetros. A week ago, I ran 15 kilometers. At home, did you get that? A week ago, I ran 15 kilometers. Hace una semana que compré una gorra. A week ago, I bought a hat. I bought a hat. So at home, make sure you're translating out loud, en voz alta. Hace 2 semanas que corrí con ellos. 2 weeks ago, I ran with them. Them. Sticking my tongue out, them. 2 weeks ago, I ran with them. Hace un mes que fui a Canadá. A month ago, I went to Canada. A month ago. Hace 3 días que corrí en el parque. 3 days ago, I ran in the park. In the park. 3 days ago, I ran in the park. Hace 3 minutos que decía su nombre. 3 minutes ago, I said his name. 3 minutes ago, I said his name. Eso es. Very good. 3 minutes ago, I said his name. Hace una hora que decía eso. An hour ago, I said that. An hour ago, I said that. All right, very good. Let's move on. Vocabulary of the day. Oh, that's right. You heard it. It is time for the vocabulary of the day. Lo contrario de. How do you say that in English? Lo contrario de. The opposite of. The opposite of. So I have one F. So I say of. Not off, but of. Of. It's like a V, a vocalized F. The opposite of. Black is the opposite of white. The opposite of. La Cruz Roja. The Red Cross. The Red Cross. Very good. So at home, make sure you're saying these out loud. En voz alta, siempre en voz alta en casa. Romper el hielo. To break the ice. Very good. To break the ice. To break the ice. Consultar con. To consult. To consult. I will have to consult my dictionary for the answer. To consult. To consult the dictionary. To consult a person to help me. Suelo. Agrícola. Suelo. Soil. Soil. Very good. Soil. Soil. So suelo can be floor. Inside the house we have a floor. Outside we have the ground. And then the ground, hopefully if it's fertile enough for us to plant and grow things, we call it soil. Or inside a pot, in a pot for growing plants in your house or in your on your terrace, you can have soil in the pot to grow a plant. Soil, like tierra or suelo. Okay, let's move on to a few comparatives. A few comparatives now. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Is Danny DeVito taller or shorter than Michael Jordan? He's shorter than Michael Jordan, of course. Yes. Danny DeVito is shorter than Michael Jordan. Shorter. He's shorter than Michael Jordan. So here we are looking at class 16. We're looking at page 24 in your student guide. Make sure you're following along in the student guide. Am I richer or poorer than Bill Gates? Am I richer or poorer than Bill Gates? I think you know the answer. You don't know how much I make, but Yes, I'm poorer than Bill Gates. He's richer than me. He's richer than me. Now, I want to direct your attention to a few irregulars here. Irregulars. So the comparatives with good. This one is good, but the other one is mucho mejor, much better. Better. And then bad. It was bad, but yesterday was even worse. Worse. Is Madrid bigger or smaller than Toledo? Madrid is bigger than Toledo. So Toledo is smaller than Madrid. Okay. Is Tiger Woods better at golf or worse at golf than me? What's the answer at home? Is Tiger Woods better at golf or worse at golf than me? En voz alta, Kyle, Tiger Woods is better than you. Yes, he is. He's much better than me. Is a pillow harder or softer than a rock? At home? A pillow is softer than a rock. A pillow is softer than a rock. Absolutely. A pillow is softer than a rock, and a rock is harder than a pillow. Is Madrid cleaner or dirtier than Bilbao? Nacho, is Madrid cleaner or dirtier than Bilbao?
It's cleaner.
It's cleaner than Bilbao. Would Iker say the same thing?
I don't think so.
Okay, Iker is from Bilbao, isn't he? Is he from Bilbao? He's from Bilbao, yes. So maybe Iker, our other technician, would say that Bilbao is cleaner. I don't know. But, why not? We'll say that, hey, Iker, is Bilbao cleaner or dirtier than Madrid? Bilbao is cleaner than Madrid. Okay, so the guy from Bilbao says that Bilbao is cleaner than Madrid, and the guy from Madrid says that Madrid is cleaner than Bilbao. We will have to leave it. We'll consider it a draw. We can't make a final decision today on the program because we're out of time. So we're going to finish there. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you're paying attention. Any questions, remember to log into your account at bauganingles.com. You can submit your questions. We will answer them. We're here to help you. So until next time, keep listening. See you soon. Bye-bye.